Have you gone to your Dollar Tree or other Christmas decor places and seen this type of decor where it has tinsel all over it, a cheap little bow, things like that, and wondered how can I make it look like it is high-end? Hello my sweet friends, and welcome to DIY with Nadia. That is exactly what I'm doing today. I'm going to take these sweet pieces and make them look expensive, high-end, and gorgeous. And by the way, we're going to do it on a budget. Let's get started. This is going to be such a fun one. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to remove the Merry Christmas. The inspiration for this hat was this elf hat. I thought this was so fun. This is the two-toned sequins. So let me take the tags off and this bell, of course. Now I'm going to take care of these three bells from the inside. Just find the thread that's holding them together and cut it. Very simple. Now I'm going to cut along the edge where the green is, so we can get rid of the little elf part. And I'm just cutting off the green part altogether. And as you can see, this elf hat wears to the side, kind of like this hat. So we're going to try to see how it fits. Look at this, it fits perfectly. Oh, how fun. I gotta say it, I can't believe how this cat is sleeping under some super high lights on my table. He is just napping away. Now I'm going to hot glue the hat in place, and what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that I see the sequin line on both sides. I'm not going to be pulling too much, but obviously we want to make sure that this red felt is not shown in the front. So I'm going to make a little crease just like this, and I'm going to hot glue it in place. And then from the inside as far as I can. And then of course we're going to hot glue it straight to the actual wreath form. And of course we want to make sure that the bottom and the front is also hot glued. I'm going to take this little holly flower, and now I'm going to take a scarf. I got these at the Dollar Tree. Undo the hem, and this just comes off so easy because it's not really being held. Look at this, it's not really hard to do. I separated my infinity scarf, and now I'm just going to measure this bottom part. And of course, give it an inch on both sides so you can fold it over, cut right there. And of course, for this, you can use anything fluffy you have on hand. Maybe some fabric, maybe another type of scarf. So whatever you have is just fine. At this point, you want to decide how big you want the bottom of the hat to be. And I'm going to just start hot gluing it in place. And now I'm just bringing it to the back. I'm giving a generous amount of hot glue in the back. I'm going to grab one of those long red scarves, and I'm going to use the pom-pom from here. And all you have to do is grab this bell that's on one end and just very carefully feel the bottom of it and cut that off. And that's what actually holds the two pieces together. And I'm going to be using this pom-pom for the top. To make this look just a little less like an elf hat, we're going to make a little crease and bring this part down just a little bit. So I'm going to fold it right here, some hot glue, fold it back. Now we can attach our poof. Generous amount of hot glue. I'm attaching it to the bottom right here. To decorate our little hat, I decided to grab a pick, and I'm going to take it apart. Then I got this Cardinal pick, and I really wanted to use this sweet little Cardinal. Now I'm going to grab some white berries. So let's just start with this branch and hot glue that in place. Then the other branch, just like that. Put my little bird right in between, just like that. Oh, this is going to be so sweet. To cover this part, I'm going to bring some berries on the tail side. Then I'm going to have some berries throughout. For the final touch, I'm adding this leaf to the side. And that's it. Our sweet little Santa hat is all done. I decided to remodel this little gnome, and you can do whatever you want. You can put a little Christmas hat over him, something like this. I was going to actually put a maroon one, but somebody kind of took over and I don't have the heart to get him off of it. But I decided to do something else. So first I'm going to just take this trim off, and then I'm going to gently remove this nose because I want to give it a little bit of an update. I'm just going to measure about how much I'm going to need. My little piece is going to be 4 inches by 4 inches. Just rounding off the corners to get rid of all that excess felt. And now I'm just hot gluing the felt onto the actual nose. And I'm only using the hot glue on the inside. Now that I have the nose all covered, I'm just going to put loads of hot glue right on the inside. And I'm going to put it right back where I originally took it from, just like that. For this top part, you can use fabric, you can use whatever you have. I just want a little green base, so I'm going to grab this piece of felt. It's 8 by 12. You can get this at any craft store, and I am going to cut a little wave on here, right in the middle, just going this way because as you see, we need to go around the nose. Then I'm going to just flip it. Then I'm going to cut around about 1 inch. You can always use these leftover pieces to cover in the back. Then about 1 inch on the other side. Do a quick check in the front and then start hot gluing in place. Now I'm grabbing some wired garland and I'm going to start attaching it right on top of the green felt. For this part, I'm definitely getting my finger protector. There you go. A little bit hot glue and then just hold it in place. A little bit on top just to make sure that it stays in place. A little bit of hot glue in the back and hot glue the other end. This little piece you can definitely save and we can use it a little bit towards the top. I love using the wired garland ties from the Dollar Tree. I use them to fill in the actual little Dollar Tree Christmas tree, the little evergreen wreath that Dollar Tree has. These are really, really helpful. The top of the gnome is all done. It's so super cute. I'm going to take the piece that we took from the top of the nose and I'm going to hot glue it back on. Make sure to cover the sharp endings on both sides. Now it's time to decorate, and with a top like this on a gnome, you can get so creative. You can decorate it like a Christmas tree, put a little star at the top. This is so much fun, but I'm going to go a little bit simpler with this. Grabbing a large pom-pom, I'm going to hot glue it to the top. And then from the same pack, I'm going to choose a medium pom-pom and put it to the side. Now I'm going to grab some buffalo check ribbon and I'm going to make a simple bow. Now simple bow is just something like this. Let me do that again. I'm going to grab it, make one loop, then I'm going to go on the other side and make a second loop. Another way of making this bow is make an awareness ribbon just like this. Pinch the center. And then right here on the loop on top, find the center on there and bring it to the center at the bottom. One more time. Awareness ribbon, pinch at the bottom, find your center at the top, and bring it together. Just like this. I'm going to bring it together with a little bit of hot glue, little dot. You don't need much. Let's cut off the tail. Grabbing some leftover jute cord, I'm going to bring this bow together, give it a few knots, cut that off, and now I'm going to make little angled tails just like that, and then I'm going to hot glue it in place. I'm going for very simple, elegant farmhouse look here, and then I'm going to grab that medium-sized pom-pom, a little bit of hot glue, and straight in the center. Grabbing a hairbrush, and we're going to brush all that very lightly, very gently. You don't want to pull on any of the hairs. You don't want to brush them out, but you do kind of want to give it a gentle little hair brushing. Now it's time to work on our candy cane. The first thing I'm going to do is remove this sweet little bow. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove these snowflakes. The little loop right here, we're going to cut that down because that is going to get in our way. Just like that. And then I'm going to grab one of these scarves from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has had it for a few years and I just got more this year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this little bell, feel for the thread underneath, and just give it a little snip. And that'll take these two apart. And now what you want to do is look for the creases. Put your scissors there very lightly and just tug. And you're going to do the same thing to the other side. Usually both sides of the scarves are open, but for some reason this one has a seam on the inside. So we're just going to go from the side that's open and start feeding it through our candy cane, making sure that the seam of the scarf is in the back. And you can do this using any tubular scarf that you find. Look how cute this is. This is such a quick and easy makeover. I have the scarf on and now I'm just going to take both of the endings and hot glue them to the back of our little candy cane wreath. I think this is going to be the quickest and sweetest little makeover. And of course, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now that our cute candy cane is covered, I'm grabbing this pom-pom trim and I'm just going to unroll it all the way out. This trim is 3 yards, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half and I'm going to find my center and I'm going to twist it. So the pom-poms are going to be going both ways. They're going to be going to the left and the right. You definitely want to get a finger protector. And now let's get started. Just going to hold it in place for just a second. I'm just making sure that everything is aligning nicely. I got my second little connection and I'm going to hot glue it just underneath right there on both sides. Just throw some hot glue on there as you keep on going and just twisting the ribbon around. Same thing, a little bit of hot glue underneath. And let me just hot glue the ending in place. At this point, you can definitely add whatever you want. Maybe a bow right here, maybe some greenery. But I'm going to leave it as is because this is going to go in my party room where I have everything red and white. And I just think this is a sweet little makeover and so super easy. What a fun video. I had a blast making these pieces over. So which one was your favorite? The Santa hat, the candy cane, or the gnome? Let me know in the comments below. If you would love to see more wreath videos and decor videos, definitely don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit the bell button and of course, don't forget to give me a thumbs up so this video keeps on going, my channel keeps on going, and I make more wreath videos. As for me right now, thank you so much for being with me and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye my sweet friends. Mwah!